Hi, yo, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-December 2025 love reading. Thank you to those of you who have liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's what I call the bridging the gap spread. The way it works is a look at the past, present, future energies between you and the main love interest. Then we'll pull oracle cards to help with the bridging the gap dynamic. As far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Romantic Tarot. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy and the cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel it's a way around your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have the Ten of Staves. So this is Sagittarius energy here. And what I'm getting with this could just be saying that for a lot of you, you might have felt like either you had to do a lot of the heavy lifting in this connection, you might have felt like you were the main one pushing the connection along. Or for some of you, I feel like this is a little less likely. It could just be saying that you just might have had a lot on your plates in general, so you couldn't really give much to the connection in the past. Past energy on their side, we have the Queen of Swords. So looking at this energy here, could just be pointing out why you might have felt like you were doing more of the heavy lifting, right? Because if you look at the artwork here, those 9 swords behind her head make me think of the 9 of swords in traditional tarot, which could point to anxiety, being caught up in your head, maybe even losing sleep, things along those lines there. And then we do see the 1 sword at her feet pointed in that direction. So it could just be saying that, yeah, they might have actually had interest in you and would have liked to have reciprocated more in the connection, but they just had a lot going on at the time in their mind to where they couldn't give much to the connection. And then, of course, for those of you, if the scenario was more of the second thing for you, then it could just be saying that both of you might have been, too worn down from other areas of life to give much to the connection in the past. Present energy on your side, we have Triumph. So this is the equivalent of the World in traditional tarot. So yeah, it could just be saying that now you might feel like you've reached a point of improvement in the connection. You might feel like, maybe there was some lessons learned, right? But now you feel like you're more on the same page with this person and you feel like you can actually make some forward progress. Present energy on their side, we have the Nine of Swords. So we were just talking about the Nine of Swords energy when I was talking about the artwork from the Queen of Swords here, but this could just be saying that, yeah, on the one hand, maybe they are showing up more in the connection, but the only thing is, I would question if they had the right reasoning behind it, right? And what I mean by that is it truly that, yes, they feel like they're ready and open to give to a connection, or is it more so they have a fear of possibly if they don't give to the connection right now, they might lose the opportunity, right? Which, again, I don't think there's anything nefarious by that approach, but it could just be one of those things. Well, maybe you're doing the right thing, but is it for the right reason, right? All right, and future energy on your side, we have the Prince of Coins. So this is the equivalent of the Knight of Pentacles, Virgo energy, and it could just be saying that, yeah, as time goes on, you might start to wonder, okay, can we actually make this a committed relationship? Because like I said, it seems like I feel like their heart might be there on the one hand where they do want to be in a connection, but again, I feel like there's just other things going on in their lives right now that might be preventing them from showing up as strongly as you would like in the connection. All right, and future energy on their side, we have the Fool. So yeah, could just be saying that, again, it seems like they're just not ready yet, So again, like I said, it could be for a multitude of reasons, but whereas it looks like you just might be more ready for this to be a more serious partnership, but this time it just looks like they're just not there right now, whether it's a maturity thing or, like I said, or maybe they just have too many other things going on right now to where they're only really able to give at more of a surface level. It looks like you guys, just are not on the same page right now. All right, bottom of the deck on your side, we have the Ace of Cups. So yeah, so this could just be saying you might have, just had a genuine interest for this person, right? It might have come to you suddenly too, where all of a sudden, maybe you knew them from the past and all of a sudden the attraction got there, or, as soon as you cross paths with this person, you felt a strong pull toward them. But yeah, it looks like you are more willing and open to give to the connection, whereas, like I said, they seem a bit more blocked off. Bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Strength card. So this is actually the Major Arcana card for your sign. So, like I said, for some of you, maybe you resonate more with the energy on the right side here, but if not that, could just be saying that, maybe they do want to bring out a more playful energy within you guys, right? So if we think of the artwork here, it's like the traditional Strength card artwork in a statue form. So it could just be saying that maybe they feel like your approach might be too serious for what they're looking for right now, so they're trying to bring out a more light, playful side, but they feel like, okay, Leo's really locked in here. And again, whatever that's, I don't necessarily feel like there's a nefarious intention behind it. Again, I just feel like it's more of what they're able to give right now and what they're open for at this time. But we'll see what the Oracle cards add to the mix. First, we'll see what we get from the Messages of Love deck here. I'm just going to give this a few shuffles. Okay, take this card here. And next I'll do the same thing with the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. So I'm just going to give this a few shuffles now. Alright, we'll take this card. And we'll take a look at that Messages of Love card first. So I get this other stuff out of the way. Okay. So we have Go Slow. It says take time to get to know each other. Well, I certainly see no harm in that, right? Because like I said, it seems like this person doesn't seem like they're quite ready for the level of connection that you are at this time. Like I said, it seems like it's nothing really directly related to you. It just seems like they had a lot on their plate in the past, and maybe they're going to be getting through it, but right now it looks like they're not there. All right, and from the Wisdom of the Oracle, we have Unfinished Symphony. There's the artwork. The number is 10. All right, the relationship message says moving on is difficult when love lingers, things are left unsaid, and you haven't had the opportunity for closure in your relationship and in your heart. You can still feel bound up in relationships when closure is denied you. It's important to achieve this for yourself. Write that letter, make that call, or have that conversation over a cup of coffee. For peace of mind, accept matters as they are, make amends if need be, and declare your feelings, even if only to yourself. Be clear about what was left unresolved, and close the door on the past so you can set yourself free. Only then can new love blossom. So interesting message there, because that makes me think that for some of you, maybe there is a bit more of a past here than it initially appeared to be on the surface. But if not, that could just be saying, again, like it says, go slow, take time to get to know each other. And again, if you just feel like you're in a different stage to where you would like something more serious, then, you might need to have that closure on that level and move on from there. But we'll wrap up there. Hopefully that resonates with you guys. Hopefully you have a good holiday season and New Year as well. All right, bye.